Hi everyone, it's your girl Q. Welcome to the Q and DJ's channel. And here's our recap for here's our recap for the OC and Potomac. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all, let's go over a recap for OC. I made some notes for OC, of course. And yeah, let's get into this, okay? So we all know that the girls went to go do a mammogram. And I did find this interesting that no one really asked Heather. No one really asked Heather how she was doing or how her mammogram came out. But we heard a bunch of yays and hey. But no one really asked her until they went to Europe. They had to sit down and it was Tamara who asked her hey, how was your mammogram? And she's like, they found a density in my breast and it could be cancer. And she's like, I just found it funny that no one really asked. Now I did realize that Emily was not invited to this. I guess because Emily had something going on or not. But Emily was not there during the whole mammogram thing. And even Emily was like, I'm sorry, Heather, about what's going on. But they all go in on Shannon about, you went on the Jeff, I think it's Jeff Jones. Y'all gonna have to correct me because I forgot the guy's name. But basically you said, it's a loan when it wasn't. Now, y'all know I got receipts, right? I got some receipts because I decided to take a picture of the screenshots, messages that Shannon actually did show on her phone. And what I'm about to do is I'm actually about to pull them up. Okay. Sorry, y'all. This is my iPhone right here. So we working with what we can work with. So Shannon said at the mammogram, um, that actually, um, Alexis Bellino did respond, and she said, "Get this here so y'all can read it." Let me actually flip my camera for y'all, so we all can be able to see this. Yeah, yeah, you can see it, right? Now we're gonna flip this right back to me, cause actually, I can read it right here. It says, "Hi, Shannon Bador. Since you've hosted this amazing trip to Europe with our friends, surely you can scourge up the funds to pay my future husband back his 75,000 that you borrowed and owe him. Safe travels." Okay? That's what she said. Okay? This is the response that Alexis Bellino wind up sending Shannon. All right, and I get this, Alexis, we get it because I know we do have a lot of Alexis Bellino fans, diehard ones. If your man was owed some type of funding, money, then yes, you want your future husband, your future life partner, you want what's owed some payback. But I get where Shannon's coming from too. She's been with the man for years. Not once did it come up, but now it's coming up. I want to know y'all thoughts on that situation. When they went to Europe, it was fun. It was great. Shannon wanted spending money on gifts and everything, and even Heather was being a little shady, but we love her shade. You know, she's like, maybe, you could Shannon could take this back, get it for, the whole JJ funding, you know? And I'm like, all right, I see where the shade's coming from, but with that fun shade. And I get where the girls kind of wasn't with the whole voting thing, but I gotta tell you, Emily was down for it. Emily is so like they're all fun, but Emily's like, I don't care about that. You know what? Let's just, it's fun to me. I've had too many prissy priss parties. Okay, I want to get down to dinner. Like I said, um, everybody kind of the person who goes after the two that go after Shannon is Tamara and Heather. And Heather says, I feel like that you use me, Shannon. I feel like that you used me and it just doesn't sit right because you go on a show and Shannon's like, I really don't care what's on the show. And it's like, Shannon, you should. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, actually, yeah, give me a second. Oh yeah, I'm back. Um, with that being said, there are still receipts, y'all. Because remember, Alexis Bellino said that she wasn't part of the lawsuit, right? Let me blow up these receipts for y'all. Okay, y'all see what I see? Yeah, I see it too. Actually, let me move that over just a little bit. Cause remember, last episode, Tamara's like, "Oh yeah, Alexis couldn't get a hold of me because I had her blocked." Well, text messages from June 27th, 2018. Shannon wound up typing up in her phone Alexis Bellino's cell phone number. And it reads, Shannon, everything you and Tamara have said in the media since the divorce are lies. We have engaged in an attorney and will be suing you and Tamara for slander and defamation. Your intensive and false allegations come at a very different, no, a very difficult time for our family. Okay, no, I'm not going to go in that route because yes, y'all, we get where the difficult time between her and her ex-husband and stuff notwithstanding, but you kept saying, Alexis, that you were not part of the lawsuit. And on top of that, your ex-husband started speaking out saying that he really didn't want to sue him, it was you. So make it make sense, sweetheart, because right now it's not. I want you to understand that I want all of the Alexis Bolinos and John Jansen fans, I want y'all to explain to me what am I missing? Because I get where they're coming from. And Shannon, I understand where Tamara's saying, pay the man back his money. And he straight up said, I told him why should I get a loan when you have the money? Understand, just because a person has the money does not make it your money. And if the judge were to actually use this footage, you will be looking pretty guilty right now, Shannon. You need to stop going on your social media trains because it's starting to expose you really badly. And yo, this is not everybody's kissing up to Alexis Bellina, but and John Jansen. Y'all give me. But this is the we kind of already know the truth. All right, we already know what it is. We already know what's gonna be. But yeah, y'all give me a little bit because I kind of need to snack because I haven't eaten all day. All right, y'all. That kind of ends that episode. I'm recapping episode 1 and 2 of Potomac, which I'm gonna tell y'all this. Potomac is fun. Bro, but my only pet peeve is not making the episodes longer. I need longer episodes, okay? Potomac. Straight up, give us longer episodes. We need them, okay? Notes are back again, y'all. So, episode 1, we have Karen Huger's DUI and DWI. And then we also have it to where Giselle goes over and picks up our girl Karen. Because even Giselle says, what am I going to do without a Karen? Who else am I going to yell at? They go out, they go have brunch or lunch. And Giselle's just asking Karen questions that right now she can't answer. Because Karen has to go to court for this. And on screen, she cannot be looking guilty. And I get it. I totally, totally get it, okay? But Karen's like, it's really been scary. And as they're driving, even Giselle's like, hey, do you want me to, let me know where not to drive at so it doesn't trigger you? She's like, it's fine, everything's fine. You know, and they start talking and, they want to give them free donuts while they're there. I'm like, all right, all right, all right. So Giselle's like, let me, start planning your birthday party. And Karen remembers like, oh, the last time she planned it, she wanted to sit in the middle. She's like, she don't know where, the queen is supposed to be sitting at. And I'm like, that's That's my girl. That's my girl. But they come up with a list, and Karen asked about Kay coming, and she's like, and Giselle's like, I gotta see, about seating and everything. So pretty much the list that they came up with was Ashley, Mia, Jacqueline, Vivian, Stacy, Wendy, and then, hey Mamir, it's okay. You're not late. You're not late. I just went over OC, and I'm gonna show y'all some notes. Okay, don't worry. Um, and Jazzy. Jazzy is cool, hot. Now we have Stacy who worked at QVC. And then we have Vivian. Vivian is a stylist and she is amazing. We do have insight on Stacy and Vivian. Stacy was married to a German man and they do have a daughter together. They are currently separated but living in the same household. We found out in episode 2. Um and for ones who don't know, Gordon and Mia, they're co-parenting. And Gordon, seriously, Mia's like, Ink really does think that Jeremiah is his son. And he's like, if he really wants to know what's best for Jeremiah, leave him alone. Like, he's not your son, he's my son. Okay? That's what it is. And he's like, well, he wants a DNA test. He's like, then he's going to have to take me to court. If that's what he really does want. All hands down, I feel, and some might think, it's not like that. My opinion really doesn't matter. In my opinion, it does not matter. I just think and I feel that maybe Jeremiah is Gordon's son. Despite that, Mia did say that she did cheat on Gordon. And a lot of you are about to say, Q, looks doesn't make DNA. I know, but looks do also determine DNA. And you want to uproot this little boy from everything that he knows. I love Mia. And I just want the best for her and her kids. That's it. Anyway, at the party, they started going in. They're like, Mia, I get where, G is coming from. And what about the kids? What about the kids? Basically trying to call Mia a bad mom. It's like, Mia, you're not a bad mom. And I don't like mother shaming a parent if they don't need it. She did her dirt. She is getting through it. Everybody knows what they do wrong. But who are we to judge? And this whole triangle thing that Giselle and everybody's talking about, as far as I'm concerned, the triangle is Mia, Gordon, and Ink. But that triangle is not a triangle. It's like an octagon, okay? Because there are kids involved. So we gotta look at it like this. Anyway, she runs off and her friends follow behind her. Wendy did get invited, and Wendy in episode 2 sat down with Giselle, which I'm happy that they did talk. This is what I got from Giselle and Wendy talking, okay? You're just going to have to follow this, okay? So they're both discussing how they didn't like each other's response on the dislikes. And I'm like, this is kind of like some high school, stuff, but I get it because even as adults, we don't always like the response that somebody else gives us. I know, Mamir, you said Mia is not a bad mom, but the son saying he saw mommy in bed with a new man is wrong all day. She needs to protect her kids from her nonsense. I know. Is she, y'all, she is. Do I think that Mia is going to want to go into court and things are going to get messy? Yes. And regardless of DNA, Jeremiah is always going to look at Gordon as being his dad, and it's not going to change anything. That's Gordon's son, regardless. That's Gordon's son all day long. So, now, do I like in episode 2 how the girls went back and forth? Talking about Wendy and Giselle. Yeah. You need to know when hitting the button and when you're hitting too hard and how it affects the other person. Us as women should not be hitting below the belt, but we do. And we don't always know a person's triggers. And I like how Bravo is making this season a little bit more about taking accountability because I do agree. Yes. Karen has had a bunch of DUIs, y'all, and DWIs. She had one back in 2018. She had one, I think, back in 2017. She's had DUIs and DWIs, okay? We all know this. Just the fact that Jeremiah is put in this position is gross. Gordon raised some and loves some, and it's just that period. Dot dot dot. Exactly. I hope that they do Beverly Hills this way, cause yeah. All right, real quick, have y'all heard about Beverly Hills? They Bravo taking no prisoners, none. I'm gonna go on and we're gonna like talk. As I'm eating, we're gonna be talking. Okay. We meet Stacy, and her daughter is biracial. Her daughter's name is Arabella or Arabella, which I think that's on me and DJ's list for when we do have a girl. I gotta go back and look. Um, but she is trilanguage because she knows German. She's learning to speak Spanish, and she already knows how to speak English. Her ex-husband. So Stacy and her ex-husband are living in the same household. They're not going to split the household until the divorce is finalized. Her ex-husband's already seeing someone, and so is she. Well, I can't say ex because they're separated, but yeah, ex-husband. Because, her ex-husband's seeing someone and she's seeing someone. But we get introduced to some of the people, and I like that. Then we have Kay. Because I was trying to figure out who's Kay. And Kay came to Karen's house. I'm like, all right. All right. Kay looks like that she's in her 30s, y'all. She looked like that. She that type of girl who like to turn up. Turn up. But anyway, back to Stacy. Stacy is learning how to maneuver this new world of hers, okay? But let's go on to Kay because Kay is pretty cool. Kay was engaged. I think she was also married to the guy who passed away on her. And her fiance and her are finally like moving in together. And I actually do like this girl. She sounds like one of those I'd rather die for my friends no matter what. In the wrong, right, indifference, I love me some K. Even though K's like, I didn't get invited. And I'm like, yeah, she didn't get invited. So, Karen Uger had to have a sit down talk with Giselle. And she's like, it was just a table sitting and after was it. She can come to my other event, which I love the event that Giselle wanted throwing with Ashley. It does have meaning. We're going to get to that in a moment. Stacy and Ashley actually do go on a hike. And Stacy started asking Ashley questions. And I loved it. And y'all, it wasn't questions that any parent wouldn't ask somebody else who was biracial. How do you identify? Asked Ashley, and Ashley said black. What about your kids? It's kind of tricky, because they have their dad, they have their mom. But regardless, Ashley's kids, y'all, are biracial. Then, she starts talking about, hey, I'm dating this guy. He's a Christian, but like we're not intimate. Like there's no hugging, there's no kissing. And I'm like, okay, so he's a devoted Christian. That's what she said. She's like, yeah, he's a devoted Christian. And yeah, I'm like, okay, cool. Cool. So all the girls were invited to Ashley and Giselle's gathering because a lot of y'all don't know, and for the ones who do, Giselle lost her dad to brain cancer. Well, what, Karen had to, it's called the I think it's called Femi Power or Feminine Power Award that she was getting, and a lot of girls went to hers and they didn't go to Giselle's and Ashley's. This is how I feel. I feel like the girls should have went to Giselle's and Ashley's because hers actually did have a meaning behind it. Y'all, brain cancer awareness is serious. And it doesn't get talked about enough. I feel like that if they would have went to Ashley and Giselle's event, yes, Karen would have been upset, but at least Karen would have understood why the girls didn't go. Because think about it, their platforms can spread awareness. Their platforms can all spread awareness to this. And it was important. And y'all, I could have looked at, you know what, Karen, we were all at your birthday. This time it's about Giselle. So I hope that there's a big apology coming from all of them. Because even Giselle, when they showed up, started kicking them out. And she had every right to. There are a lot of housewives who do things out of the kindness of their hearts or because their family has been going through it. This fair was one time that I wish that the girls showed up for Giselle. Because her event had meaning. I'm kind of like Giselle. Karen, girl, what was your award for? Because you really didn't specify it. Because I'm not saying that Karen's not a good person, because we know she is a great person, okay? But there should have been more meaning behind it. Do I love the way how Potomac is going? Yes. Will they keep it up? When does Potomac ever disappoint us? Like maybe a couple of times when we got tired of Michael Darby, but they don't really disappoint us. Like come on, y'all. We're talking about Potomac. Do I like the way how Bravo is going with Potomac? Yes. Yes, I'm now putting Bravo on watch. Don't mess this up, because we're not playing. We are not playing. Mm-mm. We're not playing at all. And in a way, I want to say this. Do I feel for Mia? Yes. I feel for all other girls because they had to show up this season. Because y'all know who's not there anymore. We don't have, what's her name? What her husband, who is a coach. She's not there. In all honesty, I don't think she really fitted that point. Actually, while we're sitting here, let me look up her name. Robin. Robin's not there. I love Robin, but but I feel like that if it wasn't for Giselle, she wasn't bringing anything. And with everything that's going on in Robin's life, with her husband, that everybody told her to wait before you marry him. Even Karen told her, wait. But you did not want to wait when it got down to one. This season will thrive without Robin. I promise y'all that. Just watch. But y'all do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe. I will see y'all Friday. I want to see y'all Friday. Potomac is very entertaining. The drama isn't uncomfortable to watch compared to some other franchises. I agree. I agree. I agree. I don't know. I think Friday, y'all, what we should do is we should just sit back and like I play 10 seconds of Golden Girls and we just review it. Cause I told y'all yesterday, if y'all were on a live with me yesterday, with me and Krista, and then Krista had to go do her show. So yeah, I'm in that laid back, situation. Laid back fun moment. I just want to sit back and watch Golden Girls, okay? We will play 10 seconds of Golden Girls, stop, and then review it, okay? And then we'll do the same thing with Grace and Frankie, and we'll just play 10 seconds, stop, review it. Play 10 seconds, stop, review it, okay? I'll probably come up here tomorrow or Thursday to review Penguin. I can't do Mama's Boy, y'all. Mama's Boy is too much. I love them. I love a Mama's Boy is way too much. I can't do it. I tried. I tried. I tried. But y'all, I'm about to go. I love y'all. I gotta go take care of some business real quick. Talk to y'all later. Bye.